Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising, beloved. What's going on? This is your brother Chief, man. Listen, I know it's early. The sun is out. As you could see, man, giving thanks to the ancestors, man, thanking, the ancestors for that sun right there because I'm telling you, New York is cold. Hi. But anyway, like I said, man, Grand Rising to all. Definitely want to acknowledge all the ancestors. Um, I'm not gonna be here long because I just came out to get some grapes, with seeds, all right? With seeds. So that's all I'm going to be eating today. And of course, drinking some coconut water. With that being said, man, listen, I did a video on procrastination, right? And the majority of people are actually, a citizen of that nation called procrastination. Well, I'm here with a quick, short video just to make you aware, right? Most people and most of us, we love to put things off for tomorrow. But let me tell you something. There's no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't exist. You feel me? And I'm going to prove that to you, okay? If you say you're going to do something tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, what is it called? It's called today. Think about what I just said, right? Most of us want to put things off for tomorrow, but tomorrow doesn't exist. Tomorrow is only a reminder of today because when tomorrow comes, it's not called tomorrow. It's called today. So tomorrow will always be tomorrow, but today is what it is. So why is this important? This is important because we should not live what we could do today for tomorrow because no one is promised tomorrow. No one has tomorrow. Nobody could guarantee tomorrow. Tomorrow is not a thing. Tomorrow is a reminder of today. You feel me? So I'm saying, man, listen, we could change our reality. We could change our life. We could change everything about our situation. The only thing is we got to do it today. We got to make moves today. It is really that simple. The distractions that you do today and put what's important for tomorrow is what's crippling you. I'm going to say that again. The distractions that you deal with today, but put off what's important. What's going to change your life? What's going to make you a better individual? What's going to change our situation? You put it off for tomorrow, but you deal with the distractions today. You deal with the low vibrational energies today. It doesn't make sense. That's counterproductive, my people. All right. So all I'm just saying is, man, we could change our reality right now. We could change our reality today. We just got to make up our mind. It's that simple. Nobody's preventing us. Nobody's stopping us, but ourselves. Is the mental slavery. You feel me? Is the mental slavery. And I'm gonna make an attempt to do a quick verse or part of the song from Bob Marley, right? And of course, pardon the raspy voice. Well, I'm not a singer anyway, but it don't makes no difference. All right. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves could free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stand the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We gotta fulfill to pull. Won't you hear me sing? The songs of freedom is all I ever have. Redemption song. The songs of freedom. My brothers and sisters, for you to free yourself, you got to free your mind. I'm going to repeat that. For you to free yourself, you got to free your mind. Being free is all a mental thing. Everything that's going on in the world, it enslaves you, regardless of what the situation is. I'm going to repeat that. Okay? Anything outside of you, outside of your mind, has a potential to enslave you. So you have to take the time to kind of sift through information. You have to sift through life. Everything that comes to you, you cannot welcome that. That's why there's no welcome mat in my life. There's no welcome, a portal in my life, because you can't just welcome anything. You have to sift through the energies that's coming. And anything outside of you, if you don't take your time to analyze it, it will enslave you, man. You dig? So all the distractions that we are dealing with, it is no coincidence. The only underlying factor that's the most important one is the fact that you have the control. You have the ultimate control to change your life today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't exist. That is not a thing. Okay, that was only given to citizens of that nation called procrastination. I'm going to repeat that. Tomorrow, okay, tomorrow is only, and it was only created for the citizens of that nation called procrastination. Do what you're going to do today. Do it now. All that exists is now. Do it today, because today is called what? The present. We are living in a false illusion where everybody gets together on Christmas to give people presents, right? But yet still every day you get up, you rise. It's a gift. It's a gift of life. It's a gift of breath, that prana. It's a gift. And we're wasting time. You feel me? And of course, time doesn't really exist, right? But in the reality, in the construct of your conscious mind, it does exist. You feel me? That's why it's important to do what we have today, to do today. Grand Rising, my brother, on Michael Fields, right? Like I said, right? We should be on a journey to make our lives as seamless as possible. And what I mean by that is this. We should be working towards a situation where we should be living life and not surviving life. I'm going to repeat that. We should put ourselves in position, or striving to be in a position where we are living life and not surviving life. And I'm talking particularly to my brothers and sisters that look like me. And of course, those who don't look like me but are going through the struggles as well. Man, listen, this message is for you, because you know me. I don't deal with the color of skin. I don't play with color of law. I deal with people's energy. I deal with people's energy. I deal with people that are righteous. And you know who my people are? My people are the righteous people. I don't care what you look like. That's when you know you have ascended. You don't focus on the outer seemings of the man or the woman. Okay, you dwell and you look for, all right, the within and not the without. And that's what I'm about. You feel me? And when y'all truly get that this is truth that I'm giving you, you will not see people because of their outer presentation, but it's their inner representation of who they are. You feel me? So with that being said, let us stop focusing on tomorrow. All right? Let us focus on today, the now. What are you doing now? Okay? You're looking at this video today, right now, on a live, right? Some of you may get to see the recording, but the moment you see that video, you're watching that video in the now. It doesn't matter how long I recorded that video. That video could be could be 10 years old, and the person that's seen it for the very first time, even if it was recorded yesterday, that yesterday doesn't exist. You feel me? However, the person that's watching that video in the now is all that matters. It's all that matters, because that's all that exists. So I'm asking you, I'm imploring you, listen, stop being a part of the citizens of procrastination. Revoke that citizenship and step into the now. Let's do something now. We could change our situation now. You see, other ethnic groups, they live in the now. How do I know? Well, you could look around and see they got communities. They're building. They're looking out for each other. Let me tell you something. The system is built, all right? And yes, the system was given to a certain demographic of people that we call the pale man. Some of you say white. I don't use that term, okay? Because nobody's white, nobody's black. But the point I'm making is this. The system, it was given to them for their favor. And there's nothing wrong with that. You see, they have to look out for them. They have to look out for them. And by no means it's I'm preaching separation. That's not what it means. But I'm letting you know that it was given to them and they're looking out for them. What system do we have that's looking out for us? You feel me? We cannot let our livelihood, we cannot let our survival, if I may, be contingent on what the system tell us our life should be. How broke we should be, how rich we should be, how poor we should be, how wealthy we should be. No, that is something that we should determine as a community. You dig? Goddess V, Grand Rising, Supreme Health and Wealth, Grand Rising. You feel me? We are the ones to make that determination. Fear doesn't exist. Fear is false evidence appearing real. There's no need to be afraid of anything. Because I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you, and I could stand on that to be a fact. Death is an illusion. Death doesn't exist because you are not the flesh. I am not the flesh. We are not the flesh. The I am in you is the now. The I am in you is in the now. The I am in you is the real. And the problem is, the reason why so many of you are afraid is because you haven't identified the I am in you. You keep thinking that you are the flesh. And when you deal with fleshly things, you actually deal with your frontal cortex. Okay, that's what you're dealing with. Your frontal lobe, which deals with the consciousness of everything that you see. So it deals with feelings and emotions. You feel me? Emotions, the inner eye in motion. That's all emotions are. And those emotions they create false illusions, opposed to dealing, going within. That's what all the greats did. When you go into any, whether it's biblical or any religious or spiritual text, they told you about the inner eye. The inner eye is the real you. And that's what you have to go within and get in touch with. Too many people are refusing to go within. That's why they are going without. I'm going to repeat that again. I'm going to repeat that again. Too many people refuse to go within. That's why they are going without. And when you go without, you are always lacking. When you go without, you'll always be lacking. When you go without, you're always in a system of belief. And in the word belief is the word lie. However, when you go within, you deal with the I, and the I always know. When you go within, you have an opportunity to activate the I am in you, so that thine eye be single, so that your body may be full of light. Now, some of you may be confused with what light means. You feel me? Light doesn't mean the brightness or the darkness. It is all the same. You see, darkness and light is the same. I'm going to repeat that. Darkness and light is the same. You see, light is dark and dark is light. That's just what it is. You feel me? How well, Chief, how can you prove that? Because they exist in the same realm. Typical example, if you are in your room in the darkness, right? You are in that same room, but if you turn on the switch, the light could come on. How is that you didn't have to leave that space to see the light or the dark? Oh my goodness, Chief, I don't know if they're ready for this. Grand Rising. You feel me? I'm going to give you another analogy again. The same analogy I just gave you. The same one. Okay? I'm going to prove to you light and dark exist in the same realm, in the same room, in the same space. Typical example. If you are in a room and you turn on, there's a switch, and you are in the light or the dark. It doesn't matter which one you choose first. All right? And you turn on the light. Okay? Do you have to leave the room to be in darkness? No. You step to the switch and you turn the switch on, and you turn on the darkness or you turn on the light. It is really that simple. It is really that simple. So let me ask you a question. Who has the power? You have the power to create light or dark. You feel me? Light or dark. I hear people always talking about, oh, well, we came from the darkness and we came from the light. Nah, it came from us, because we have the power to turn the lights off or turn the lights on. That's why it was said in the beginning that our ancestors said, let there be. The light never said, well, let me make your ancestors know. And it's very simple to prove. You see all the stuff people talking about because they think they know this and they know that and they're all woke. I could just break it down so simple. Because Lauryn Hill said, oh, life could be so simple, but we rather make it hard. That's what we like to do because we are so used. We think that life is supposed to be hard. We are prone, we have gotten comfortable to thinking that life is always have to be a struggle. If someone comes to you and say, hey, we could do this and make our life easier, we could live life, you look at them sideways because struggle is your reality. Struggle has become your reality. Struggle has become your norm. Survival has become your life. And you think that's normal. Degrading your people, belittling your people, being thugs to your people, being gang members to your people. You think it's normal. Calling your women the B word, you think it's normal. Even our women have normalized themselves by calling themselves female dogs. Because you think that's life. Our people are just gravitating to the low vibrational energies of life. And they're crippling the I am in them. That I am in them has left a long time ago. Because it cannot dwell in a low vibrational state, especially if it's a righteous I am. However, whenever you see people vibrating in their low frequencies, that is Satan that's dwelling within them, not the righteous living I am. There's only two entities. That's why you cannot serve both of them at the same time. You have to make a choice. And how do I know a lot of you are serving Satan, that adversary? And Satan is not a man in hell with pitchfork. I've said that before. So we're not even going to go there. We're not going to create the spook. We're not going to create Santa Claus. We're not going to create the Easter Bunny. It don't exist. However, what exists is the adversary that's within you. And you created that adversary by your thoughts, your words, and your action. You want to change your life? Do something now, not tomorrow. Stop with the bullshit on Facebook. Stop with the nonsense on YouTube. You could change your reality. Nobody but you. But you refuse to because you know why? You don't love yourself. You don't love the I am in you. You don't respect the I am in you. So therefore you have no respect for nobody else. It is really that simple. You have no respect for the all. You know what the all is? The all is the community. That's what the all is, the community. Community has always existed. And we are a people of community. We are a people of the village. Yet still, we allow outside influences to come. And don't get me wrong, it was supposed to happen. We were supposed to go through that experience because the only way to know things exist is to experience them. So it was supposed to happen. I'm not mad at that. But now that we have gone through the experience, don't dwell on the experience. Experience the experience and move on. You feel me? It is really that simple. If you get into a fight, you took an L, move on. If you get into a fight, you get a W, move on. Don't dwell on the fight. Don't dwell on the battle. Focus on the war. And we are losing the war. Why? Because we are focused on the individual battles. You did. So I'm just saying this. Stop focusing on tomorrow, my people. Tomorrow doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because when tomorrow comes, what do you call it? You call it today. Why is that? Tomorrow is just a reminder of today. Man, listen, we could change everything that's happening with us literally, instantly by the turn of a switch. It is really that simple. What is so different between these pale-skinned people that's making progress? What is so different between you and I and these so-called Jews that's all over Brooklyn, all over New York, building, but yet still we are in a recession? How is that? You see, it's an illusion that's being created because they don't want you to see the path to righteousness. They don't want you to see the path to living life. Because why? Their survival, and when I say their, I'm talking about the system. Their survival is based on your demise. Their survival is based on you being poor. Their survival is based on you being illiterate, being ignorant, and being broke. That's what vampire does. That's what they do. They're blood suckers, right? So my question to you is, if mosquitoes are sucking your blood constantly, Where is your repellent? I'm going to ask you again. If mosquitoes are sucking your blood, where is your repellent? Have you gotten so used to mosquitoes biting you and sucking your blood that you refuse to do anything about it? We are screaming, we are crying, I mean, come on, man. At some point, like, you have to ask yourself, like, look yourself in the mirror. There's no reason, like I've said before, and here's the thing, right? And I think that's the reason why they're trying to ban TikTok, because I think TikTok is a different energy. You know why I say that? Because when I go on TikTok, if I scroll through at least 20 videos, at least 18 of them are groups of people talking about something. I'm going to repeat that. I think that's why they're trying to ban TikTok. Because people who look like you and I, they on TikTok creating little communities and they're sharing information. If it's about who we are, it's a lot of groups talking about that. If it's about groups that's talking about who we are not, they're still talking and they're still building. They're creating communities. And I think that's why they're trying to ban TikTok. Okay? Because of people who look like us, they are uniting on TikTok. You feel me? I don't see that on Facebook. I don't see that on Facebook because I think Facebook is of a lower vibration, a lower frequency. Because all I see on Facebook is the nonsense. People want to post about everything. Okay, typical example. The rapper Eve, right? The rapper Eve is in the picture with some Caucasian, pale skinned man, elder man, right? Yo, who gives a damn? But yet still you post a picture, it has like 5,000 comments and literally 21,000 views and likes or dislikes, whatever the case is. But a video like this, it barely get 100 views. And I'm not doing it for views or likes, but I'm just showing you the mentality of people. You feel me? They are distracted and they're not focused on what's important. They're not focused on things that's going to change their lives and make them better. Okay? How long have I been screaming, yo, let's come together, walk with me, let's do this, man. We could change our situation. We can. Okay? We can change our situation if we choose to. It's a matter of choice that you want to be broke. It's a matter of choice that you want to be surviving. You want to be struggling. It is your choice. Okay? That is the fact. It is your choice that the government is treating our people the way that they're treating our people. It is our fault. Why you don't see it happening to other ethnic groups? Even when real Africans come to America, and when I say America, I'm talking about the Americas, period, because it doesn't matter what part of the Americas. But let's talk about the United States in particular. Even when real Africans come into the United States, guess what? They are treated better than us. But yet still we're supposed to be Africans? No. They know the difference between a real African and an original being of the Americas. They know the difference. They know the difference. That's why we are being treated differently. You feel me? So I'm saying this to say, we have to create our own community. We have to stand on our own, and we have to make the determination as to what works for us and what's not going to work for us. We cannot allow a system that's against us. We cannot allow a system that's the system is perfect. People want to change the system. You cannot change the system that is perfect, right? Well, Chief, what do you mean it's perfect? It's perfect because it's doing what it's supposed to do. The change is supposed to come from you, not the system. When you change, the system will change. You see, we always doing things backwards. We are taught to do things backwardsly. That's what we are taught. No, my brothers and sisters, the politicians, they are not going to change things for you. Hence the word politics. Poly means many. A tick is a blood-sucking a vampire. So that's what they are. I already broke it down to you. It could have easily been called progress, but they choose to call it Congress. A con is as in convict, a con artist. They tell you in the words, man. They're not lying to you. They're telling you, but you choose to let them tell you. Well, in fact, they're not the ones telling you. You just choose to perceive it or analyze it in your own belief system. Oh, well, if I vote for this person, they're going to make my life better. No, they're not. They're not. Okay? It doesn't matter who you vote for. It doesn't matter how much you scream and shout. The system is a dead entity. Okay? The dead is controlling the living. And that should not be. It should be the living in charge of the dead. That's why I tell people I don't go to funerals and follow dead people. I don't do that. If I have to go pay some homage, I'm going to meet you at the cemetery, but I'm not going to go in line following cars and following the dead to no type of cemetery. They got to put people in the ground. I ain't doing that. I'm a living man, and I'm going to continue to be a living man. I don't let the dead, control me. I don't do that. I don't do that. So that's why I make an attempt to live in my sovereign capacity as much as I can. Be a private man and do what I got to do. You feel me? It is really that simple. But we all could stand up and come together, regardless of what little differences you think we have. We're not going to agree on everything. You see, that's the problem with y'all people. You feel me? You want to make sure that you agree with everything. You want to make sure that everything that your belief systems align with, that's what it's supposed to be. No, it's going to take time to build. If I wait until everybody's perfect to build with my brother or sister, we will never get anywhere. You think all these different ethnic groups, you think they all get together and get along? No, they don't. They don't. Like I said, I just came from buying some grapes with seed, right? It's a little supermarket out here. All right. And you would swear that the women at the counters, they are Mexicans. All right. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to prove that. And I spoke to one of the sisters in there. I said, hey, what part of Mexico are you from? She said, I'm not from Mexico. I'm from Mexico. I'm from Nicaragua. Then the next day, all right, I went to get some mangoes. I spoke to another one. I said, hey, what part of Guatemala are you from? She said, no, I am from Nicaragua. But they all look like Mexicans. It's one phenotype. They are all Asian East Indian descent. They are Eurasians. They are, all of them are. But guess what? They all come together because of the phenotype. They all come together because of the phenotype. You cannot tell the difference. I promise you. Maybe Mexicans could tell the difference. Maybe Nicaraguans could tell the difference. And I'm talking about the mestizo ones. Maybe they could tell the difference amongst themselves. But you looking in and looking at them with a different eye, because you are not within their community. You are not within, you are without. You cannot tell the difference. I guarantee you that. But guess what? They all work in the same restaurant and they all get along. They all get along. Why? Because they are of the same phenotype. They don't care about their differences. They don't care, well, you're Mexico and I'm from Nicaragua, or I'm from this and I'm from that. No, they go based on the phenotype. They know that they are of the same stock. They are of the same root. They are of the same tree. But yet still us right here, we are Americans, original American Indians, so-called, because all of it is a misnomer. I don't care what you call yourself. You could call yourself an Israelite. You could call yourself a Moor. If you say you are the original people of the Americas, then we are one phenotype. One phenotype. And we cannot get along. We refuse to get along. We refuse to look out for each other. We refuse to come together and say, Chief, let's build. I know everything you say I may not agree with, and that's cool. I don't want you to agree with everything that I say, but let's focus on the big picture. Let's focus on the ultimate goal. And what is that? The ultimate goal is to make sure that we get out from under, okay, the persecution of this system. This perfect system is perfect. It may not be perfect for you, but I guarantee you it's perfect for other people. So what we have to do, we have to change things by changing ourselves. What we have to do, we have to change things by coming together. You feel me? It is really that simple, man. It is really that simple. Some people may not like the fact that I don't eat meat, and it's okay. Because I don't eat meat and you eat meat, it doesn't mean that we can't come together. Because I'm not a Christian and you're still a Christian, it doesn't mean we can't come together. That ain't got nothing to do with our situation. Nothing whatsoever. You feel me? It has nothing to do with the situation. The situation is key. The situation should have precedence over any type of belief. Because I don't subscribe and promote homosexuality and lesbianism, it doesn't mean that I will not stand with my brothers and sisters who are. It doesn't mean that. Who am I to judge you? I'm not here to judge you. You have to deal with your own judgment. I don't condone it. I don't promote it. But I'm going to stand with you because you are my phenotype. As long as you're moving in the right direction. Togetherness. You deal with that situation when you meet your creator. I don't promote it because nature doesn't promote it. So I don't promote it. I don't condone it. You feel me? It is really that simple. It's about the collective. It's about the collective, man. Everybody is not going to be going to be the perfect or in the perfect situation. You see what I'm saying? So we should not wait until things are perfect. Everybody always wants things perfect. They come, they want to be a part of what you're doing. And if they feel like, okay, you know what, you're not taking long enough, or you no, but and then they go somewhere else and think, well, oh, well, everything is green on the other side. They got to come right back. My email is always in the link below, Lineage. My email is in the link below. I always have my email for my people to reach out. Like I told y'all before, man, I already got things set up. And because you are another, if you're another part of a community, it doesn't mean that we cannot treat it. You see, that's the thing with our people, because they feel that you already got something set up and they're already part of something, that something cannot be a part of that something. No, man. Like I just gave you a typical example. One phenotype, but they work in the same store, but they're from different ethnic groups within that phenotype. And if you look at them, like I said, you would swear on your mama that they're all Mexicans, but they're not. But they work together, though. They get along. They speak one language, Spanish. So all I'm just saying is, you could be a part of another nation. You could be a part of another community. But as long as we could come together and say, okay, you know what? We're going to treaty up. All right, Chief, you got your peoples. Y'all doing y'all thing. All right. Boom. We got our constitution. Okay. We got our constitution. So I want to see your constitution. I want to see what you're about, to see if it aligns at least, okay, with moving in the right direction. And if we're moving in the right direction, regardless of the minor differences, we should not let that stop us. All right, we should not let that stop us, because if one group within that within that phenotype is over here, another group within that same phenotype is over there, another one is here, another one is there, and another one is, that's 5 groups within the same phenotype that's coming together. If you got 50 people, they got 50 people, they got 20, they got 10, that's literally about 250 people. 250 people moving in the right direction is better than 10,000 moving in opposite directions. Oh my goodness. You feel me? I'm going to repeat that again. 250. In fact, let me, you know what? Let me simplify that. 10 people moving in the same direction with the same mission is more powerful than 10,000 people that's divided. You feel me? Our babies are going to jail. All right. Our babies are being arrested. Our babies are being kidnapped. And we can't do anything about it because we are not united. You think it's easy for a mother who knows some type of truth, right? But when she stands for the truth, the system want to come take her children and she feels alone. You think I don't know? And that's why a lot of people are afraid to stand up, because I'm not mad at you for being fearful. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know your situation. Because I've experienced it, I've seen it. People on the internet talking, oh, well, this is what you need to do, and that's what we should. And when people go do it, and then they get into a situation, you can't find nobody to come help you. I know, I've seen it. That's why for me, anybody that's part of our republic, guess what? It doesn't matter what situation they're in. I always step forward, and I've been doing that for years. They will tell you. They will tell you people I've been dealing with since 2017. That's part of our republic. They will tell you, listen, no matter what it is, what the situation, Chief will leave New York, wherever he's at, and he'll come stand by our side. You see what I'm saying? That's what a real chief is supposed to do. Not just come on the internet and put chief next to your name because you feel you want to call yourself a chief. Nah, that title of being chief has to be deserved. You feel me? Not because you're on the internet doing videos. No, what are you doing for the people that you're a chief of? How are you protecting them? You dig? So all I'm just saying is, man, let us stop procrastinating. Let us all revoke our citizenship in that procrastination. Let us stop focusing on tomorrow. That doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Because when tomorrow comes, it's called today. It's called now. It's called the present. So let's focus on that. Life is a gift. Every breath that you take is a gift. It is truly a gift, regardless of what the situation is. Because why? You always have the opportunity to change things. So that's why it's a gift. The changing depends on your perspective. The changing depends on how tired and sick and tired and sick and tired that you are. And obviously, you're not tired enough. Obviously, you're not being oppressed enough. Obviously, you're not suffering enough. That's why you're not responding. So you're just reacting. You're not responding. You see, you respond when you have had enough. And the system cannot stop us from responding. They can't. You dig? However, they will put all the vices in the way. They will put all those things in the way to make sure that you are distracted. You see, it's a choice. Everything is a choice. Mental slavery is a choice. Physical slavery is a choice. Because if they enslave your mind, then guess what? Wherever the mind goes, the body will follow. It is simple as that. So ultimately, who's the one in control? Ultimately, who's the one in charge? It's you and nobody else. My brothers and sisters, it is literally a switch. It's a switch that's in your mind that you could turn off and turn on. All right? You make the determination whether when the switch is on, you are vibrating high, or when the switch is off, you are vibrating low. It is all perspective. On and off is all perspective. Light and dark is all perspective. It is all perspective because they both could be your reality and still be a high or a low frequency. You could turn the light on and still be the devil. You could turn the light off and still be the devil. You could turn the light on and be still the higher righteous self. You could turn the light off and still be the higher righteous self. So ultimately, what does that tell you? Light and dark should not be the primary focus. The primary focus should be the I am in you. Light and dark are just circumstances. Light and dark are just experiences. The I am in you is not an experience. It is what it is. It is the I am. However, it's experiencing things in the light or in the dark. You feel me? So when I hear people talking about the nonsense about, oh, well, we came from the dark and this is the light, and man, it's a bunch of nonsense, man. It's a bunch of nonsense. Because I just proved it to you. You see, all these things so-called woke people are talking about, I could debunk it easy. And I'm not saying people can't debunk the things I talk about. I'm not saying that. But you see, common sense is not that common. So I don't focus on these little things. I don't focus on them, right? Because like I said, we could be in a room and the light could be on and I could be devious. And my only intention is to hurt you and harm you. And I could turn the light off and still have that same mentality. I could turn the light on and be a righteous man in the light. I could turn the light off and still be righteous in the dark. So ultimately, what is the ultimate changing factor? Is it the light, the dark, or the individual? You see how easy it is to just make things so simple? It is the individual. It is the individual. It is really that simple. All right. It is really that simple. So therefore, you are the one that's always in control. You have the power to change your reality right now. We don't have to struggle. If we come together and say, listen, we not paying bills because we want to, we live in a land of abundance. Nobody could stop us from saying we want to go here and make that ours. And guess what? We have a right to defend ourselves. We got to stop being chickens, man. We have foreigners in our land controlling us, and their best interest is not our best interest. It is for the people who look like them, or at least the ones who know. You feel me? It is really that simple, man. And all I've been asking you is like, yo, just reach out, man. Let's do this. The system is already in place. And even if you're a part of something and they are on the right path, then let's do a treaty. You don't have to be a part of our republic if you don't want to be. So if you're already part of something, let me talk to your chief. Let me talk to your matriarch. Let me talk to your chieftainess, whatever the case is. And then they'll talk to our council. And we'll decide, hey, you know what? We may not agree on everything, but we do know that we are going through this situation so we could sign a treaty and put stipulations in the treaty. I'm just saying, man. You see, I'm solution-based. That's just me, though. You feel me? I am solution-based. I'm not about resolutions, as in resolution, because tomorrow is, or today, whatever the case is the so-called New Year, right? And I'm saying so-called because the New Year is not until April 1st. They fooled you, right? So y'all gonna be on the internet. Oh well, my New Year resolution. Y'all sing the same damn song every single so-called year. Why do you think so? Because a resolution is a revolving door. And what's a revolving door? If you go out a revolving door and you don't know how to exit that revolving door, you're going to end up exactly where you started. And that's what a resolution is, because it's called a resolution. If you don't have the solution, how can you have a resolution? And if you have the solution, you don't need a resolution because you already got the solution. So a resolution is an oxymoron, but y'all don't think about it. So you are cast in a spell. It's witchcraft. It's a curse. If I have the solution, my ancestors, why would I need a resolution? If I have the answer, why would I need a re-answer? If I have solved the problem, why would I need to resolve the problem? It doesn't make sense. That's what a resolution is. But people don't get it because they're caught up with the spell. They are living in a wonderland and they can't comprehend what's going on. They are a lost people. I'm here to show you your way, man. I'm here to show you that you don't have to be lost. You choose to be lost. You choose to suffer. You choose to perish because you don't love yourself. Love yourself enough to say, I'm tired and sick and tired of this system that's crippling me, that's crippling my people, that's taking all our children to jail. You have to start within your home. Turn those TVs off. Take those phones. Because many of you don't want to be mothers and fathers to your children. You want to be parents. Yeah, that's right. You pay rent to be mothers and fathers to your children. Hence, it's called parents. Parents. They tell you what to do. No, take that phone. It's time to set down the laws, man. Because you're allowing phones and the internet to raise your children. Because you don't want to take the time to do it. Why? Because you yourself are on the internet, can't put that phone down, gossiping, browsing every stupid video. And I'm not saying everybody, but trust me, the majority. Because you could tell, because they repost the same nonsense. They sit down and browse all day. They repost it. Oh, I just got to share this. Why would I want to share something about Eve? About who she marries or who she with? Why would I want to share that? Come on, man. Anyway, I'm on here for about 45 minutes. Let me get out of here. I bought me some coconut water as well, so I'm about to go drink me some coconut water. All right, and then chill for a minute. I'm gonna break my fast about 12:30, I'm gonna eat my grapes and boom, I'm gonna be all right for the day. You feel me? But I just want y'all to know, man, I love y'all for real. You dig? What I do it because I love you. Now, some people have to, oh, well, Chief, you should monetize your videos. Man, listen, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Monetize videos to beg these people to give me pennies on my energy. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I'm not doing this for views. I'm not doing it for likes. I do it because I love you. All right. I do it because I love you. I ask you to subscribe to the channel because I love you, not because it's making me money. My videos are not monetized. I used to do that back in the days, and there's nothing wrong with that for people who do it. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, this is my energy, and I'm not gonna let anybody put a price on my energy. You feel me? It's really that simple. I'm not gonna do that. However, I'm gonna continuously bring that information to you. It may not be the most popular. It may not get the thousands and millions of views like everybody else. But you know what? The 100 views I get, the 200 views I get, man, listen, I'm thankful to the ancestors for that. Because it's only when the student is ready, the message will appear. When the student is ready, the message will appear. You feel me? I have about 29,000 subscribers on my YouTube. And you're trying to tell me that none of my videos cannot reach 1,000 views in 2 months? Hmm? You think YouTube don't know what they're doing to me? Because they know who I am. They know what I'm doing. They know if my message reach the the audience that certain people message is reaching. They know it's a problem because they know the vibration and the energy that I'm on. So y'all have to realize that. But it's okay though. I'm cool with it. You did. I know my purpose. I know what the ancestors sent me here for. I know what I signed up for. I know. I know. And I'm here standing and fighting for my birthright. This is my birthright. This land is my land. You feel me? It is. Just sanguine. All right, by blood. Period. And nobody could take that away from me. Nobody. They could take the flesh, but they can't take the I am that knows the truth. See, there's a difference. There's a difference. You did. So, with that being said, man, um, I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of the build. You know, I know it's early, right? But like I said, I just came out here to get some grapes, get some coconut water. I have some books. Actually, man, listen. I give thanks to y'all for getting your books. I got to go mail out about 12 books. All right. So when I go to the post office, I'll do a quick little bill. But I got to go mail out 12 books of the book Genesis to Revaluation. So if any one of you, like I said, want a free copy of the book, my email is in the description below. Just send me an email. Hey, Chief, I need the book, free book. Just put free book or Genesis to Revaluation. You'll pay for the shipping and handling, and I'll mail it out to you today. All right. If you do it today, if not, whenever you do it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But and like I said before, even if you don't know how to read, it's okay. Get the book because we're going to do a book club, and you will get an invitation to the book club, and then we'll be reading the book. So all you could do is follow along. You see, we about building our people. We about helping our people. That's what we about. And we know that everybody can't read. We know that everybody don't like to read. I gave you my story about me not liking to read, but I was forced to learn to read. Not learn. I knew how to read. I just didn't like reading because every time I read it would get me tired. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be sleepy and I was like, nah, something is wrong. You feel me? So when I was going through a situation, a legal situation, you know, with child support, you know what I'm saying? Even if I was a good dad and they was taking advantage of me, I had to learn to read and learn law. And that's how, and that was 20 something years ago. You feel me? And that's what, you know, started my journey of knowing that there was a problem with the system and I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to allow this system to continue, you know, suck the blood of my people. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm just playing my part. I'm just playing my part. That's all I could do. That's all I could do is just continue to play my part. The rest is up to you, man. I come to you with open arms. I come to you with a clean heart. I come to you with clean hands. That's all I could do. Nothing else but that. So I don't know what else y'all want from me. I'm giving you all of me, you know, and it's rare that you find an individual that's willing to give all of them to their people. regardless of whatever state of mind that their people are in. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are just built that way, you know? So it's all good. All right. So, like I said, my email is in the link below. Reach out, link me, even if it's just for the book. That's fine. I tell people like this, right? Don't be afraid to use me. Just don't abuse me. I hear people say all the time, oh, well, I'm not going to allow you to use me. Well, if you're useless, I don't want to deal with you. If you see how everything is based on perspective? I'm going to repeat that. People always talk about, oh, I don't want to be used. So that means you're useless. I want people to use me. All I'm asking is just don't abuse me. I'm going to repeat that. I want you, whether you're on the live right now or you're going to see this later. I'm always going to be live the moment you see this because you're watching me in the now. I'm a living man. All right. So I want you to use me. Just don't abuse me. That's all I'm asking. Because I want to be useful. I am useful, not useless. So use me. Just don't abuse me. And that's why I reach out to you. That's it. We can make a change. We can make things different. We can make our voices be heard. You did. We can. But it's up to us. It's a choice that we make. It's an individual choice that you make. But you see that choice happens in such a split second or fractions of a second that you don't realize that you're in control. It's an automatic impulse when you do what you do, because that's just the way the mind works. But because you are not in control, you tend to gravitate to more of the lower vibrational things because your higher I am is not vibrating on the frequency it's supposed to. So you are still in your lower self. And like I said, it's not hard to tell the people. Anytime you see people posting about gossiping, anytime you see people posting things that are counterproductive to making themselves or their people better, you already know what level they are vibrating on. They're working on the side of Satan. It is really that simple. All Satan means is the adversary because they are not working to uplift. They are working to degrade, degenerate their people, keep their people vibrating in lower frequencies. If you're promoting music that's talking about killing and rape and the women is a B and she's a H, you are working with Satan. It is really that simple. Hmm? Is there another way you could email me for free? Nah, it's only one email I got on here. I mean, it's an email and email. It's the same thing. You said your email is not going through. I don't know why your email is not going through. If your email is not going through, then it must be your email. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get through the email that's in the link below, go to the website. All right, go to the website. It's right there, myniji.com, and go ahead and click on the contact us, and then that email will come to our staff. All right, so try that. And for those, yes, my email is on here. All right, and there are a lot of people scamming people out there. So please do me a favor. If you get some type of email, all right, and it look like it's mine, pay attention. All right. I'm never going to call you and ask you for your cash app. I'm never going to call you and ask you for money. I'm never going to call you and ask you for anything. I'm giving something. All right. So be mindful of that because there are people out there that's all they do. Okay. So be mindful, be careful, please. So if you can't send a direct email to Chief Flying Eagle at proton.me, go to the website myniji.com and click on the contact us. And that message will still come, all right, to our staff, and then we'll call you, we'll email you back, we'll call you, whatever the case. Just make sure you leave your number as well and your name, and we'll make sure all you do is pay for the shipping and handling, and we'll send you the book. All right. But like I said, it's time for us to come together and be a part of something. All right. It don't have to take everybody. I tell people like this, I'm looking for 1,044. Why is that number so important to me? It's because each individual represents 1,000 individuals. All right. And that's what it is. 1,044. Okay. So 1,044 is 9. When you do the math, it comes down to 1 + 4 + 4 is 9. we're going to give birth to a whole new reality. That's why I want 1,044. All right. And that 1,044 is not going to come all at once, but we could do it one brick at a time, one individual at a time. So when one individual come, they know that I'm responsible for 1,000 people. And I'm not saying literally. That's what you stand on. That's what you represent. So 1,044 of us is already 144,000. And that's the way my mind works. All right. But we have to start doing it incrementally. One individual come, another come until we get there. And we are going to get there. All right. There's Chief, be sure to repost the chat too. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna I always put it in different groups and all that. But also, I would like you guys to take the link for the for this video, this live, and put it in your respective groups. Do that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the stewards of our people. We are supposed to be the disciples of our people. All right. Those are the type of videos we should be trying to make go viral. Not the nonsense about Hollywood and Jay-Z and Puff Daddy and P. Diddy and the Deedler and all them different things and Charleston White and all these people. Nah, not that I'm saying anything is wrong with Charleston. Let them do them. You see what I'm saying? This is what we focus on. We have to be razor sharp. We have to know, okay, you know what? This is our goal. This is our mission. This is what we want to accomplish, and we are going to get it done. Because it's only when our people see that we are standing up. It's not that they don't want to. They just don't know where to go. They don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna have to end this live because the phone came on talking about your phone is too hot, and so I guess I was dropping too much information, man. It said, hey, your phone is too hot, too hot, too hot, too hot. So I'm actually behind the wheel right now. So let me just pull over real quick. Give me 1 second. All right. I was like, whoa, phone is too hot. Chief is dropping too much of that source. You feel me? That energy, that vibration. That's what it is. Too much of that. Anyway, let me just pull up here real quick. All right. But yeah, man. That's crazy. Woo, 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 woo. Uh anyway, man, I love y'all, man. I'm about to I gotta go to the post office and mail out some books. All right, so we'll talk soon. All right. Da. All right. We'll talk soon, man. All right. Peace.